Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Ace video. Today we're going to be talking about Godfery, the brand new legendary that just came to the game. I did unlock him. I'm going to tell you what it costs, but first, before we do, if you're just not finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So just a quick reminder, all the links to my social media are in the description below, so definitely check that out. Godfery, brand new legendary that hit the game today. I did go ahead, I did unlock him, as you can see. It took 110 summons for me, so it took a while. I know some people have done probably more summons than that and don't have them unlocked. I know some people have done less summons and don't have him unlocked yet, but I did get lucky, 110 summons. It wasn't too much. I did spend quite a bit of time on him today to get him leveled up and geared up, and I do want to show some gameplay of him as well. But one thing I do want to take a look at first is just look at his design. I think his design is very cool. He's got these birds at the top. The birds come into play in battle, which is kind of cool. They got the little birdhouse here with their little tags on there. This looks kind of like an axe right here, this or walking stick looking thing, which I think is cool as well. He also kind of gives me the owl on, what is that? Secret of Nim. I'm dating myself, of course, but he almost gives me that vibe for some reason. But anyway, I think he's cool. I like the design. So let's talk about him a little bit. I'm going to take a look at his kit and also his stats and apply the logic that I use on how I feel these units should be geared. If you haven't seen my gearing guide, I'll go ahead and leave a link to it up over here. All right, so if we take a look at his kit, his top two abilities, his health is at an S, his speed is at an A. So definitely you're going to want to focus on health, get his speed up enough so that he can go early. And when you take a look at his kit, you're going to see why, right? So with here, this one right here deals 80% damage to his trait, 80% damage to the enemy recipient of a positive effect, with a 50% chance of extending the cooldown of the target's ultimate by 1 turn. Now you can take that to Ascension 2, and then you're going to have a 100% chance to extend the cooldown of the target's ultimate ability. When I read that, I immediately think that this is geared towards PvP, or maybe the upcoming Guild Wars. So it really, as far as taking on another player. I don't know where this character really fits as far as the rest of the game. Again, this is just really early impressions. Got to take a look at the kit and play around with him a little bit. Haven't really tested him out too much today. But that's kind of what I get. He seems PvP focused, especially with the ultimate ability reset or cooldown right there, extending the cooldown. All right, if you take a look at the basic, deal 70% damage to one enemy and applies defense down for 2 turns. When I think about that, I think Cursed would be good because on the basic, you have some sort of effect, whether it's a positive or a debuff. So we do have that. So Cursed would be good here, I think, as well. If you take a look at the special, deals 80% damage to one enemy and applies unhealable for 2 turns. Again, would be good in PvP. And then we take a look at the ultimate here, which I think was pretty cool. The animation's pretty interesting as well. Deals 110% damage to an enemy and randomly transfers 1 positive effect from the target to all team members. And then removes all positive effects on the target. And then as we go through these, you can see kind of the different levels and how you can improve the ability. So definitely want to get the cooldown on this one so you can take it down quite a bit. You take it all the way down to a 3-turn ability on the ultimate, which I think is pretty cool. So definitely a support. Definitely, I think, more geared toward PvP than PvE, but there may be some PvP applications here as well. So right now, if I take a look at where I have him and geared, so I'm at 13k health with 1300 defense. You can see where I fall in there, my resistance, focus at 17. So he's not really going to be used for damage, really. It's really his trait, his abilities, his debuffs that are really going to come into play here. All right, so let's take a look at my gear. So for me, kind of what I put on him, this is just some extra gear that I had. Again, with the curse set, if you're not too familiar, again, just in case, after attacking, there's a 35% chance to launch a bonus attack using the character's basic. Again, since we're using the basic and we can apply a debuff, I think it's a good choice. Also, and then I put in Terra. I went Terra rather than defense because I want to get that health pool higher. So that's why I got up to the 13k. That's the gear that I have. I'd really be interested in hearing everybody else's kind of thoughts on this too, because again, right, brand new, really hasn't been tested too much. So any thoughts that you have on where you might see him, any team compositions you feel that he might be good in, any gearing that you thought that you think would be good on him would definitely be good to know as well, just for everybody to kind of share. So definitely put that in the comment section below as well. If we take a look at glyphs, I've got 2 more glyphs here to get before I max him out, and then I do have to do some work on his abilities. It takes a little bit longer, obviously, to level up the abilities of legendaries. But that is where I have him, so let's go ahead. We're going to take him into gameplay. I'm just going to show you the gameplay a little bit. Not anything too strategic, just kind of want to show you how he plays and the team that I really threw him in with. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here we are. I just went to one of the battles that I need since I need some glyphs for him. Just one of the battles that I'm going to be able to get some glyphs for him for. But check his voice out.
I really miss the days of peace.
That's cool. He says other stuff too.
Inner peace brings the most powerful strength.
I don't know. I like the guy. He's cool. He gives me this, I don't know, what is that? Secret of Nim. If you've seen that, for some reason he reminds me of the owl on there. But I swear he looks just like him. All right, let's go ahead and jump into battle. I will slow it down a little bit. We're just going to play around with this. So, his animation, when you see his ultimate ability here, I think it's pretty cool as well. Here we go. I don't have any... I mean, it's not going to do me... there's no benefit to it really at all, but again, just to kind of remind everybody, 110% damage to one enemy, and randomly transfers a positive effect from the target to all team members. So, there's no buffs here, but we'll go ahead, pick on this guy right here.
My lovely bird.
Look at that. They pick him up and just drop him on the enemy there. All right, we'll take a look at some of his other abilities here as well. Take everybody out there. All right, let's do this.
Relax. Oh, this will hurt a lot.
All right, so what should we do? Special, right? Let's just do a special. Again, this one deals 80% damage to an enemy and applies unhealable for 2 turns. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do it to the back enemy here. Look at it, the birds again. I get a kick out of that. It's gonna get old after a while, and I won't have as much fun with it. But I'm sorry. You see that for the first time, and what they did, just kind of the mechanics they put into this new hero. I think it's fun. All right. All right. Now we're gonna see what his basic does. Let's do this.
I'll take them straight to hell.
Let's throw this out. All right, now let's do his basic. And then I'll go ahead and auto it from there. All right, there we go. So that was it. Let's go ahead and finish that up. So that's really all I wanted to show you. I just wanted to go over him, have a conversation around my thoughts on him, the gearing, where I have him right now. Definitely gonna finish getting him glyphed out, and then kind of play around with him in PvP as well, and try and find a good place for him somewhere in PvE as well. I know one of the members in my alliance had mentioned maybe good for the hard tower, the really late game type stuff. So we'll see. But that's Godfery for you. Very interested in your thoughts. Definitely let me know. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. All right, everybody. As always, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.